Well, everybody, welcome to March's Roundtable. That means we only got, what, 3 more roundtables this before summer. And is there anybody here for new first time? If you are, please say hi. Phil, you're new? I saw you raise your hand.
I'm waving to the new people.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to move on. I looked at what National offered for Roundtable, what they call hot topics. And their hot topic this month was on myscouting.org. MyScouting can be probably all using it, either through your phone app or through the internet. One of the things that's changed a little bit, and when you open up my .scouting, if you look for roster now, under roster is where you can generate reports and the rosters themselves of your unit. Examples of the reports you can generate there are unit pins, Eagle extensions, membership totals, things like that. There's also, they pointed out, there's online registration tools for helping you. And in particular, there's the Be a Scout. And if you're a unit leader, you will want to probably go into your Be a Scout pin and make sure that it's actually up to date. It may have, if you haven't updated, it may have your old Scoutmaster's contact information. And when families or scout or potential scouts looking for units, they go online. This is one way they can find units and someone to contact to find out more about the units through the Be a Scout pin. So if you're one of the key 3, go ahead and go into your myscouting.org and hunt around for the Be a Scout pin. Make sure it's up to date. That's all I'll say about the myscouting.org. Online spring recruiting. We just talked about this. Actually, I would like to show you, but I don't have access to, so I'll go ahead and move on. Wood badge is coming up.
Actually, can I just interrupt for
Mike.
a moment? This is a question for Matt. Even if you update your Be a pin, Be a Scout is still wonky. Is there any plan on fixing that? If I search for a troop in 94588 in Pleasanton, it's gonna, like, the first one is in Dublin.
Yeah, that was an issue that we had a few months ago, and I do believe I called into National to get that fixed. So if you have experienced that in the last month, let me know. I know it was an issue a while ago, and I'm pretty sure we got it fixed.
Well, it's if I do it today, if you go to Be a Scout today and you search for a troop in 94588, you're gonna get, not mine, you're gonna get everything further from my Pleasanton troop. So it's still an issue.
Okay, I'm gonna take note of that and bring it to National again. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, and Matt, just to, I just checked ours too, and it shows us in Livermore, which I think might be because our charter organization is in Livermore. That was just my guess. But the only place in the, my pin address is our meeting place. So I just think they're keying off of the wrong address, probably.
Yeah, it might be from your charter partner, and that's the issue. So I'll take that to National too. Thanks, Patrick.
I'd also like to point out that while we do have these problems, there are people who are looking for units, and we are getting invitation. The invitation manager is basically the system that gets the tell me more about your unit. And we are getting hits on those from people who are not associated with units and they're looking for them. So unit leaders, you should really go in and check that. And while you're there, pay attention to any online applications you're having sent in. The longer those sit around, the more likely that those folks are going to head off somewhere else or not join.
This is Troop 904. We just last week we picked up a new scout off of that.
That's good. All right, I'll go ahead and move on. Wood badge, there's an autumn course offered that's being course director is Twin Valley's Mike Ransom. The dates are September 10th to 12th and 25th to 26th. If you scan that barcode, it'll take you to the relevant page with more information and registration. And then there's a fall course that is in September and October, and that QR code will take you there. So if you have anybody that you think would benefit from Wood Badge, you'll be able to get this presentation off the Twin Valley site after tonight. You could forward this slide to them, or do a little hunting and you can find it on our website too. Mike, is there anything you want to add? Mike Ransom?
Just want to mention that registration did open up this past week, so it is live. Registration cost will be $300, but right now there's a very short window of an early registration of is it 270 or 275, something like that. That's until the end of this month. So got anybody that's thinking about Wood Badge? Now would be a great time to sign up.
Thank you.
And Mike, those dates are accurate. There's 2 courses basically on top of each other.
That's correct. Yeah. Our course was going to be this spring. In fact, this coming weekend was going to be our first weekend, but of course, couldn't hold that. We're fairly confident that we are going to be able to hold a course, and we firmly believe that there's enough pent up desire for a Wood Badge that both courses. I think both courses right now have close to 20 registrants.
Okay.
And then that's from the carryover from the past registration.
Any rumor that you guys will be offering COVID vaccines up there?
Everybody should have gotten their vaccine by that time.
Is there a max registration participants that you are going to be allowed?
48 is the maximum.
Okay.
That's per syllabus.
All right. Thank you.
I think he
let's see
meant
here.
per COVID restriction, I think is what he was looking for.
So Linda Ransom put out, you perhaps have all seen the email with the link to this month's Twin Valley Spotlight. I was joking with Linda that she had so much good information in there that she should just be Roundtable herself, because there's an awful lot of good information put in her newsletter. If you want to have anybody in your unit added to the distribution list, send an email to tvspotlight@twinvalleyskyline.org. And Linda asked, in particular, she wants this to be really presenting and telling the story of our units. So if your unit has pictures, a fun story about an event, you want to advertise something that's coming up that you're doing, anything, this newsletter is a place to do it. So please get that information to Linda and help her to make the Twin Valley Spotlight even better than it already is. All right, Linda, is there anything you wanted to add to that?
No, thank you though, Peter. Yeah, just encouraging anybody, send me pictures or, stories of anything unique to your troop or in the area, whatever you're doing. And I'm happy to add it to the newsletter.
Great, thank you. All right, leadership specific training coming up very shortly here. Cub Scout leader specific training. Mike Lennox, you're probably still taking signups and everything?
That's right. I'm taking signups through, well, I think it's set for Friday night, but if you've got somebody Saturday morning, I'll figure it out. So.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to add to this? Or that tell the whole story right there?
That tells the whole story. I just want to be clear that that's at 12:30 p.m. So we're not going to 3 p.m.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, that's
My
fine.
typo.
I just want to make sure there's no confusion.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe people are going to be thrilled that they get out and 2.5 hours earlier than they expected.
There you go. All right. Thanks for catching that. All right. The district is putting on Scouting Out of COVID. It's a joint session that it's going to have a breakout for troops and a breakout for Cubs packs. And this is going to be dealing with how to work with COVID, how to get out of COVID, preparing for when we can meet together again in person. It's on the 18th, so next Thursday, 7 p.m. Registration is required. That QR code will get you to the page to register. And Matt Lindberg or Mike Allison, is there anything you'd like to add to this?
Now you nailed it, Peter. Just, this is going to be an opportunity for us to share resources and tips and tricks. So for all those who are still interested in looking for help, this is the event. Yes, it will be recorded, and yes, it will be sent out.
Great.
And
Thank you.
that's part 2 of the series, right?
Also correct.
All right. Moving on here. I wanted to point out that our council has a page, and I'll say this: if you guys have not been to the new updated council and Twin Valley website, you should go there. They're really great. They are hugely improved from what they were in years past, with lots of good information. That barcode is that address also. That'll take you to all kinds of good information about working within COVID. And as an example, this particular chart here tells you, I took just a screenshot, tells you what district, what activity, and what you're allowed. As an example, green is in person. So that if you wanted to see what is allowed for your unit based upon, your Alameda County and stuff like that, this website that the council's put together is a great place to go. All right. There's a social media workshop for units, and this is to help you, your unit, to recruit better in the times of the internet, and when we're not being able to hold as many in-person events and things like that. It's this coming Monday. Registration is required. That barcode will, or that QR code will take you there. And Matt, is there anything you'd like to add to that?
We get brownie points for the more people I have registered for it. So I highly encourage everybody to be there. But in all actuality, we're in 2021, and what greater tool to be using to recruit and to show off what we do in our program than social media. It's what the scouts are looking at, it's what the kids are looking at, and it's what the parents are looking at. I think the average adult looks at Facebook 35 times a day. That's what I've been told. So
Wow.
What better free tool to use for our own program?
There you go. Okay, thank you. All right. So I advertised this last month. It was slid the date a little bit, so there's an opportunity for Golden Gate Area Council to participate with a Shark Hockey Night. The virtual Boy Scout nights will be March 18th. It starts at 5 p.m. There's a patch you'll get with it, and there will be an opportunity to actually participate or go to a live game later. And so that's what I'll say there. So if you have any hockey fans, this is an opportunity to participate, and there'll be, I believe, a little bit of a kickback to the council for that. All right. Oops, you know what? I apologize. I forgot to update this slide. Matt, you want to talk to that real fast?
Yeah, just so everybody knows, there's loads of other volunteers that help make this event run. So it's not just Peter and it's not just myself. So we have another individual. His name's Ryan Toussaint. He just wasn't able to be here tonight. He's helped us coordinate a district bike ride. So I'll put the link to the registration in the chat, but it's going to be a socially distanced bike ride within your own cohorts. We're going to be going into Sycamore Grove on May 1st. Don't quote me on the time, but it's in the morning. And it's going to be 7 miles and then an additional 5 miles on top of that. So you can do a total of 12 miles. Our instructor that's helping us do that is also a cycling merit badge instructor. So if you need a 10 miler for your cycling merit badge, that'd be a great opportunity for you to get that recognized. You got to bring your own blue card. I'm not providing those. And all of our safety precautions will also be in the registration link. So there's a lot more details than just show up and ride your bike. So look at the registration. I'll put in the chat box, and we will also send out an email for everybody to look at as well. Thank you, Peter.
And I goofed on that. I will make sure that this slide gets updated. So if you download this from the Twin Valley site, this slide will be filled out for you to share with Cubs or Boy Scouts in your unit. All right. So I've been putting together a geocaching event. And what the first course is in Livermore. There's 6 caches. And I think that if this appears to be successful, I'll put one in Pleasanton. So I figure it'll take about an hour. It will require a cell phone because what I've done is those who participate will be able to, they'll get a sheet that has the GPS coordinates and also a hint to help them find the cache. And the cache is a QR code on a flexible sticker, and they'll scan that and it'll bounce back to them a clue or something like that they'll put in the worksheet. And then they'll assemble a final puzzle from those clues, and then they can email it back to me. I will actually have the course all finished tomorrow sometime. So I was hoping was that if there's any units that would be interested, if you know of a few scouts or a few Cubs, and it's assumed the Cubs will be working with parents. If they were to contact me, if you scan that, that's my email. I will later tomorrow email you the course outline, and if you wouldn't mind having a few scouts attempt this course, because I've never put one together. I'd like them to attempt the course and give me feedback, and then if I need to make any tweaking on it, I will, and then we'll make it really live as soon as that's done, which I assume would be next week. So again, if you have any Cubs or any scouts that you think might like to try this over the weekend, have them send me an email, and I'll send them the geocaching worksheet. All right. Is Michael McClung on?
I don't believe so. It's back to me again, Peter.
Okay.
Unless
I
Shannon
have 3
Carroll's here,
slides
huh?
I have 3 slides from him to talk to.
Okie dokie. So this first slide is coming straight from up top, the head honchos. Our council is making a social media blitz. So what they are doing is they are asking for our pictures of our scouts going out and doing stuff. And then between that and also some older council materials, as well as some materials from National, they will be utilizing Instagram and Facebook. I don't think we're branching into TikTok yet, thank goodness. But we are going across multiple platforms in order to reach the broader audience. So right now during spring, this is our Escape the Great Indoors campaign that we're trying to advertise for, right? We have the opportunities to go back outside and to enjoy the outside again in bigger groups. So we're very excited for that. with this marketing campaign, we're also planning to aim to advertise for our Cub Scout day camps. So that would be a great tool to recruit for Cub Scouts or potential new Cub Scouts. And then, of course, we have our 3 resident stay away summer camps for this summer. And then we also have our STEM camp. So throughout summer, we're going to be doing a big push for our day camp, our summer camps, and our STEM camps. And then when fall rolls around again, we'll be back hitting the fall recruiting campaign as well. So this is just the timeline that council is trying to provide. And of course, Peter, if you can hit that next slide for me. It comes with just a call to action, right? We are a volunteer program. So our volunteer, our marketing campaign is run by volunteers at the moment, right? So we are asking for your participation in multiple ways. Can you please, if you haven't already, create an Instagram or create a Facebook for your pack and your troop? Once you do that, we encourage you to like and follow not only our Twin Valley District BSA Facebook page and Instagram that Shannon Carroll has been updating for us. So thank you, Shannon. But also for you to like and share the posts that are going to be coming out of it too. So we are going to be providing content for you. All you need to do is hit the share button, because it's going to boost not only our program, but what we are doing internally inside Twin Valley. So it's not only is it just going to help us get the word out there on what we're doing, but it is encouraging members of our community to remember that scouting is here, it's present, and we're here for a while too. Lastly, yes, thank you for the Tiger Cub Safari Facebook page, Jeff. A great tool for you all to utilize would be to like other packs and troops, charter organizations, your PTA, your whatever other acronyms that they do have for parent-teacher associations, right? Because it will increase our reach and it'll expand it out further. Peter, could you hit that next slide? Great. So this is just the additional content sources. So there are loads and loads and loads of free pictures of scouts doing activities. Also scouts wearing masks doing activities on these links. So we're going to send this out after the fact. It's also going to be available on our website, and it's going to be talked about in pretty great detail on that marketing meeting on Monday. So this is a great opportunity for us to pull the Boy Scouts into the 21st century and to hopefully promote our program to those who are looking for a new opportunity. So thank you, Peter.
All right, thank you, Matt. All right, I put this here. This would seem like a Boy or Scouts BSA event. However, if you know of any Weeblo, girl Weeblos, this might be an opportunity to get them excited about moving from Cubs to Scouts BSA. So on March 24th, that's a Wednesday after next, 7 p.m., there'll be a recognition event online for the female Eagles, the just recently earned Eagle rank by these females from the Golden Gate Area Council. And that QR code will take you to a page with more information. Registration will be required. When I was there just yesterday, the registration wasn't open yet, so just keep your eyes open for it. All right. If you haven't finalized your Friends of Scouting date, please send an email to Eric Parnell and start a conversation about getting a Friends of Scouting presentation going. And I think I saw, is Eric online with us? Not, I was going to ask him if he had anything he wanted to add. I think I'll move on. There's an opportunity to donate blood on June 3rd, so mark your calendars. This will be at Ashbury United Methodist Church in Livermore. They've been a great charter partner for a pack and a troop in Livermore. And so June 3rd, mark your dates, your calendar, for an opportunity to give blood. And then, let's see here. We'll go ahead and we're going to do our breakouts now.